Habakkuk 3:17 says, "Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive crop fails, and the fields produce no food, though there are no sheep in the sheepfold, or cattle in the stalls, yet shall I rejoice. I will be joyful in the Lord, my Savior." So Habakkuk is looking at all that's going wrong, all the chaos and whatever, and he says, "Yet will I rejoice." So even if he's looking at the fig tree that does not bud, he says, "Yet will I rejoice." Even if he's looking at the grapes that's not on the vines, he says, "Yet will I rejoice." Even if he looks at the olive crops that fails, he says, "Yet will I rejoice." There's no more food, and he says, "Yet shall I rejoice." He looks at the empty sheepfold and the empty stalls, and he says, "Yet will I rejoice." His joy in the Lord is not based on the circumstance that he's facing. I don't know what you may be looking at today, but know that through that you can still rejoice in the Lord. Verse 17 ends off with a comma, and I went through the entire chapter, and that's one of the most few verses that ends off with a comma. And I'm asking myself, why does it end off with a comma and not a full stop? A full stop we normally use to end off a sentence, but this one ends with a comma. That means Habakkuk is saying, I'm not going to stop there. I'm not going to stop at my circumstance. I'm going to continue. We use a comma to continue on with the sentence. We may be pausing for a while, but we continue on with the sentence. And so from verse 17 to verse 18, there's a comma. And he says, I'm not going to let my circumstance determine my joy. I'm going to continue. I'm not going to stop here. I'm not making a full stop. Making a comma, so I'm continuing with what I left off with. And so my circumstance, it does not determine how I should rejoice in the Lord. Know today that whatever you are facing, you can still rejoice in the Lord, for the joy of the Lord is your strength.